moment, there
Coming
is
up on My Time to Talk.
70,000 positions in the NHS, in the care what's it. Go and get them positions then, if that's the case, because you don't want them.
Like, let's be honest, let's call it for what it is. The media should be ashamed also, because they're calling it anti-immigration protests. They're not protests. They're riots, do you know what I mean? And they're racist riots.
They ridiculed that as their opening ceremony. They had trans as the opening supper and a child that was looking up into a man's ballsack. And it's not funny, actually.
No, I'm sorry.
And
ballsack is always funny.
It's not. It wasn't funny at all. And
in what context do you say?
And the rebuttal of all that was that the rebuttal.
Oh, money.
So I can find myself a sugar daddy.
Oh, we could go and live with
something like that.
Fresh out of jail, babe.
I'll try not to. Well, it's still actually is part of the theme, but I just thought I'd switch it up a little. Figure on the job.
Well,
welcome to My Time to Talk. The answer to the riddle is
Bank.
B-A-N-K, not anything else.
to talk. We're here again. We're gonna. Perhaps we're not gonna slip.
We're gonna start with the weekly affair. Go
Let's
on.
have it. Well, this week actually has been kind of like manic, but let me just talk about the thing that's going on in the US. I mean, really, we seem to have two degenerates baying for the button to either kill us or God knows what, because we've just got rid of Biden and now we've got Trump to deal with. I mean, Trump, does he ever talk about policies? No. He talks about this woman that says that she was black. Now she's saying she's black. Then she was saying she was Indian. I mean, like, what has that got to do with policies? I don't know that the British can actually say, well, it isn't in our country, but it will affect us. You know what I mean? We have to be concerned that we have got people going to run one of the biggest continents in the world, who is practically like they've got Alzheimer's or something, you know what I mean? Like, really, you know, when we've got Magda people going on like, you know, he's a demigod, and it's just concerning. It really is concerning that sooner or later we could have another mad person back in the US government, and it's just like frightening to think that these people have control of other countries as well, and we have no say in who's running that country. So yeah, my thing this week has actually been like, please God,
well, it is,
let them sort it out, because it is concerning.
Yeah, obviously, all he's doing is the same thing that he did with Obama, isn't he? It's all about questioning
fake news. Are they
their
really?
heritage, whether they're American enough, and all of this kind of stuff. And it's just inciting the same kind of racism and thingy that they're known for. But obviously, you talk about policies, but apparently they have got some major policies going on in terms of this Project 25 that they're talking about.
It's practically dictatorship.
And it gives like 100% immunity to police, like they haven't got it already. So obviously, off the back of like, you know, these shootings and stuff, there'll be like no accountability.
So Sonia Massey, you might as well just let him out, which
so
you probably will do anyway.
Like that, it would be. I think he's looking to do a thing of sort of like a Putin type thing, where you can just run and run and run. So there's no 4-year terms. Yeah. So he's looking to really make some big changes.
Some real big changes.
It's being run, and obviously it's all to to the thing.
Detriment of people that's actually living in the country, and then we've got black people saying, "No, he's okay, he's okay, vote for Trump." Because I mean, like he did say that he's got a mugshot as well. Not all black people have got a mug shot. Do you know what I mean? They're not all criminals as much as you might think they are. They're not. And like, I'm not even advocating that, you know, Mrs. Harris is going to be any better, because she might not be, you know, like we already had the Obama days that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and he did nothing, you know what I mean? He did nothing. So like there is a definite concern as regards to
he's just speaking to the disillusioned masses, and it's the same thing that Reform did over here. You speak to the disillusioned white working class who people haven't, you know,
got no idea.
They're not seeing any progression happening, and as far as they're concerned, their life is becoming more and more like a black person's life. So that's what they're upset about. Do you know what I mean? So when they get somebody in power or somebody that's speaking to their values, as they would call them, you know, it speaks to them, like, you know what I mean, the rebels have been roused.
But he actually put Vance in this week, or back end of last week, and then he talks about Mrs. Harris, but Vance's wife is an Asian American, so why is he talking about it? It's all distraction. It's all distraction. His own wife.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. His own wives are immigrants.
His own wife. He's an immigrant. He's German immigrant.
That he's accustomed to. That's all it is.
Yeah. So well, that was my weekly affair. Next.
What about you? Jewish?
Go right.
Okay. Well, obviously, off the back of that, similarly, so we've had some I don't even know how to describe it, just disgusting behaviour going on in the UK. All over the UK, riots have been breaking out. First it was thinking that, basically an incident occurred, 3 little girls were tragically killed, and I think that's what seems to have been lost with these idiots. But yeah, they wanted to focus on where this person was from. Originally it was, you know, reported that he was from, you know, outside the UK, so an immigrant, and a Muslim. So, you know, all of the bigots were roused, basically, and they've all took to the streets to damage, you know, holy places of worship, businesses, just, you know, kicking up people in the street. Just there was no, you know, where are you from? No, nothing. This is British people. This is just your everyday person. I saw one guy, he is a carer, a black guy, he's a carer, and he's come off a 12-hour night shift looking after old white people to see that his car has been burnt out beyond recognition. He's got no way of getting home after his night shift. That's his livelihood. That's his means of getting around. Like, they have no idea of the devastation that they are causing for just everyday working people. Do you understand? And they don't care. They really don't care. And they're saying it's in the name of these little girls and the other people that were injured. But it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not, because are they there helping the community that have been affected by
smashing
this?
Up their own communities?
How is that helping this community? How is that helping this family by doing all of this more assaults and more damage in the name of their children? Like, let's be honest, let's call it for what it is. The media should be ashamed also, because they're calling it anti-immigration protests. They're not protests. They're riots, do you know what I mean? And they're racist riots. So let's name it what it is. Stop trying to sugarcoat it, because if it was anybody else, you would be calling it terrorism. And you're not calling it that name, because the the hue that these people
But
are.
then also at the same time, sorry to interject.
Yeah, carry on.
At the same time, with everything we were speaking about last week, if your law enforcement and your government are showing that's how you treat people of different colours, what are you expecting these white people to do? Because they all just shot a woman and kicked a guy in his head for being both black and Asian, and then that's exactly what you've told them to go and do with no repercussions of that.
And you've got the politicians doing the same thing on the news, on all of these like platforms that they're allowed to go on. They're spitting the same rhetoric, just in a more sophisticated tone, but they're saying the same shit basically. So everybody is hearing it in some way. Do you understand? But what I do want to say is, obviously last night there was supposed to have been some there was supposed to have been more race riots going on, and you know, and the actual communities come on the street and was like, no, you ain't gonna do this shit in our name. Do you know what I mean?
Because like, when you think about it, you know, like, check your tag on the back of your clothes that you was probably wearing to your riots. You know, it's probably said made in Bangladesh.
But they're just so
or
dumb.
made in Pakistan.
So dumb. There was
Do you know
one
what I
guy
mean?
that
Like,
had a swastika.
why don't you actually look at the bigger picture? That these are the same people that's in your hospitals, in your care homes, in your schools, in your, you know,
that's
that
what they
are
have an
part
issue
of
with,
the community.
Mom. That's what they have
You know
an
what I
issue
mean?
with, because as far as they're concerned, those are white jobs.
Why
like
don't
the
you
same
get
way
the
as
jobs?
Trump was saying, oh, they're taking the black jobs, like the Mexicans are taking the black jobs. That's
Don't
what they think
realise, though,
immigrants are taking.
at the
the
moment, there is 70,000 positions in the NHS, in the care. Go and get them positions then, if that's the case, because you don't want them. That's why you haven't got them. You don't want them because, like, they don't pay enough.
Yes.
They don't give you enough benefits or anything like that. You can get more on DSS, so that's the reason why you're not interested in them jobs. You know what I mean?
Go strawberry picking.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Some of them have seen their parents not work a day in their life and yet still afford them Nike and iPhones and all that stuff.
We've got the massive TVs on the walls and whatever. Do you know what I mean? And nobody's working in the damn house. Like, don't chat shit. It's like there was one where the guy was talking about immigrants taking our jobs, and then somebody. This is why I love Gen Z, because they don't play. Somebody's found this dude's mugshot. He's a paedophile. Do you know what I mean? And they were like, oh, maybe this is the reason you can't get a job, Pete. Do you know what I mean? It's not because of immigrants taking your job. It's not because Ahmed freaking Khan, the doctor or the pharmacist, has taken the job that you was potentially going to get. Like, let's just be real. Do you know what I mean? Let's just be real. You're just racist. That's
it. Also, at the same time, it is also a system that has absolutely failed them as well.
That's it. But that's not immigrants' fault.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's not the
immigrants' fault. But then that's
fault.
what the image of the same people are perpetuating that message, though. That you just sit on your ass all day and we'll look after you, and still be entitled, still defend this country like it's anything to do with you, like you've done anything for the last 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years.
That's it.
Like, because
as it says, like, and a lot of it you've got to realise is the government's fault, because get them out into jobs then. You know, they wouldn't be in a hotel if the government did their job and sorted out what was their right to stay or to leave or something like that, and give them a job, because there's 70,000 jobs in there to be had.
Riot as an adult, that means that you've got way too much free
You've got way much too much free time.
I don't know how you're even awake enough. Come 5 p.m. or when everyone's telling me to think.
Drunk, and that's it. And freaking, you know what I mean, going on manic. That's all it is. As you said, not a job is probably between any of them. Do you know what I mean?
So
So my weekly affair is age has hit me, man. I have very much this week realised youth is behind me. My body is aching. I fear it just will never stop aching.
Oh dear.
Was this off the back of the birthday? Or
Yeah, just last week was just, it was a lot. But like, I feel like knowing that you are of a generation that, you know, was very much like outside and like run around and activities and doing this and doing that, and then now you're like the adult and you're seeing the littler people doing this and doing that, and you're like, okay, let me out. No. Let me, ooh, okay. Yeah, you go ahead. I'll be right with you. And then you just have to stand on the sidelines. It's not even like, I feel like I'm being like mean about it, but I feel like, you know, now looking back at parents and they're like, okay, no, you go on.
Thank you.
That wasn't them like generally just trying to dismiss you. That was them like, no, I genuinely feel like if I continue, I don't think we're making it home. So yeah, and like it's just been a bit of a madness, this thing, like, because even Adrian the other day.
What happened that made
so the weekly affair. So we went to a place, which obviously I was supposed to mention later, but we went to a place and it was outside and it was water.
That's supposed to cut to
you
the
know,
chase.
in the little thing, you know, when you do an activity, sometimes they'll like do a briefing, yeah. So in the briefing, they said all this business, and then on the screen afterwards, it was like, this is a high intensive activity. And
damn. Maybe I'm in the wrong place.
Because I was already weary. Because I was with the lovely niece that my sister, one of the lovely nieces, I should say, that my sister gave me, and then two of my cousins, our cousins, also around 16, 17, and
so I'm
seeing back to me being 16, 17.
Yeah, exactly.
And like donning this basically, and then I think as soon as like there's a little gap that you have to like check to see if you can swim, from this gap to that gap, so like they were like, yeah, best thing to do, jump in the water, don't bother like ladder down. Sorry, they did also say that the water was 23 degrees. Blatant lies. But
in England, you must have known that's going to be.
No, but it was hot outside, so it's like it was hot outside. But the thing is that they also duped the boys because they said, yeah, so you might not need a wetsuit because the water's 23, and they're like, no, yeah, no, it's fine. I was like, run me the wetsuit. Niece had to put zip me in, and when I mean the buttocks were like, I don't know whether they looked at, because obviously niece is tall, isn't it? Yeah. So I think they looked at our height and thought, oh, okay, so going by the fact that she's tall, she's more stretched out, but then she's like more curvy, so we'll give them the same size. We're not the same size. So, but I was going back. So literally I put the thing on,
a bit bigger than that,
and it was like I said to someone that I was like, an envy, no. You know, in a computer game where there's the players that don't do anything. Yeah. So I was one of them because I was just like, literally. So yeah, there was a gap between the platform and then the blow up inflatable things that you're supposed to go on. Don't get me wrong, it was sick. But yeah, this bit in the thingy, jumped in, and as I went down, I was like, it's freezing!
Oh no.
Freezing! I'm in a wetsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
So as I've come then back up to the surface, because they give you a dope ass float jacket as well. Honestly, best thing I've ever had. Yeah, as I've come back up, all I heard was, oh shit! It's so cold! And I was like, didn't opt for the wetsuits. I just saw these like two different women in like bikinis and super costume, just sitting on the side like trembling. And I was like, yeah, babes. No, didn't opt for it.
Oh no.
But yeah, no, it was really good. I think me and the hubby just ended up just standing on the side by the end and being like the auntie and uncle. Go on, guys, you're doing so well. Oh my god, that's our girl. Those are our boys, yay!
Now you know what I mean. Your
so
dad
yeah.
used to stand at the side.
Yeah.
Babes.
So after that, like, I don't even think I made it onto the second apparatus before I was totally exasperated. I literally like went in the water for the second time because you know they had parts where you'd climb up the whole side of it, and obviously it's slippery as well. You'd climb up the whole side of it, and then say like you slid back down or whatever. You get to the top, and then it was like slide into the water. There's no other alternative route.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the fun. So I was like, okay, guys. when I get down to the bottom of this one, I need a break though. I need to sit on the surface. And then I've come down the slide chair, went into the water. Like I said, life jacket, best thing. And then as soon as I come back up again, the guy's like, yeah, you can't sit on that platform. I was like, right, thanks. Tell me at the bottom once I'm dying. Yeah, but the floaty jackets, oh my God. Honestly, I wanted to take one home. It was like, I was like, I'd never felt that free. Just floating there in the water. Just literally, I could have done that for the whole thing.
Oh God.
That's a different type of trip.
But yeah, the pain afterwards, oh my God.
The fatigue.
I was dead. I was absolutely dead.
Water and all of that climbing and oh no.
Like my body was like like
So do these before you're 26. 27.
Oh no, liberties.
No.
Mom.
Have your children early.
absolutely, because there was another couple there as well where sorry, this just come back as a memory. Whilst we're now, me and Hoppy are standing on the side now, doing our clap, clap, clap. There must have been this couple with their 2 kids, and the woman, I'd already seen her like round by the thingy. She was like, like this, like really trying to stand up because I just wormed it for like not even no word of a lie. But she was like really trying to stand up, but she was taking some heavy falls. At one point, the dad was a bit more balanced.
Steady.
Went to go after his son, but slipped and then took the son down as well. And then they were just lying there in between this little bump like this. And then obviously she's come round like Bambi, like. like when you gonna help someone, leave it. I said to her, leave it.
Oh God.
But yeah, so yeah, 31's kicking my ass, guys. I don't even think we're even I ain't even been it for over a month.
Oh, it's not even been a month yet.
You know?
No, it has.
Yeah, it's been a month and 31 is absolutely kicking my backside. I don't know if I came in a bit too hard. And I need to maybe start stretching before I do any activities at all.
God.
Just exercise in general.
No, see, that word.
That picked me up no end. So let's go on to the dilemma.
Oh, the dilemma. Okay. So this is one that I've concocted up myself. Okay.
Okay.
So you do a crime and the judge asks whether you'd rather go to jail for 3 years and come out with nothing, no job, no house, not even money in your pocket for a meal, and you'll not be able to get any of those things by your own means for another 3 years following your release. So you're out of jail, you have nothing to your name, you can't go and get a job, you can't get a house,
for another 3 years.
You can't make your own money, so you have to basically live off someone else for 3 years following your release. Or you go to jail for 12 years and have access to support with a house, job and a bit of money to live on as soon as you get home.
Just a bit of money.
Well, you have a job and a house, what do you need? You can get like a little bit of money, so you know.
Do you want to start?
You go.
Wow. I would take the 3 years. I would take the 3 years, and I actually think that even though I can't, nobody's going to give me anything, it doesn't mean I can't make something.
No,
do you know what I mean? You can't make nothing either.
Well, you can't make no money.
You can't get a job.
Oh, you can't get. Well, I mean, like,
house.
I could do something for myself.
Like,
my own
what you
business or
eating?
something.
No. Okay.
you didn't get this.
So for 3 years following, so you go to jail for 3
Yeah.
years. After those 3 years, you get let out, but you have no job.
Yeah.
You have no money. You cannot get a job.
Oh right, and you cannot
get
make
no
any
money.
job.
No, you
Make
can't-
any money.
No house. You can't go and get a house. You can't have anything basically to your name for 3 years. So basically, you'd be
You're gonna be on the street,
Homeless.
yes.
homeless.
So I've
Yeah,
done
I
6
do the
years,
3 years
basically.
on the street, homeless, because like I'm sure I can use somebody
Scrounge
else's
a meal or
box.
something. Can you beg?
You can beg. I'm sure you can beg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So,
How are we gonna eat?
like for 3 years.
So you need to be basically anything that you would want, you would need to get it off someone else. Like you
Yeah.
cannot have your own money.
So I can find myself a sugar daddy.
Or we could go and
or
live with
something like
somebody.
that.
Fresh out of jail, babe.
Fresh out the bag.
Come
No,
get
me-
this poontang, fresh, mint
Well,
condition.
Make sure I do the first 3 years like
This is
glorifying myself.
Like,
And then the next 3 years, I go and find myself a sugar daddy or a sugar mommy. I'll have to go live. I don't care. 3 years. You know what I mean? Whoever's going to take me, and that's
That's
it.
the worst thing. You
Type
put
of
these
thing.
out for free as
I know, we can't even accept
Yeah.
the cash, so it's just like, I'll do this for a
Sugar
meal.
dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, you'd be saying, I'll do this for a
No,
meal.
because you can't do prostitution. So you have
Oh, that's what I
to.
mean.
No, you can't. That's not
You're
prostitution.
talking
It's
sugar mommy? or
sugar,
daddy?
yeah,
That's-
sugar daddy.
That's prostitution.
That's the person that gives you
For
stuff. No, no.
What do you acquire?
Well,
when you
it's
do
not
this
what's it.
stuff?
That's part of relationship.
Okay.
Oh, but then is it a
I'm not
relationship
buying
if
it,
you're
I'm not
literally
selling it.
there?
I'm not selling it though.
So you would have to be telling this person, yeah, fresh out.
I can't do anything for 3
And
years.
how are you catching a man when you've been on the streets? Because you're going to be on the streets for a
Because
little
you're
bit.
No, I probably won't be on the street.
Oh,
for
you
this.
would have been getting. You
From
would have done the
get-go.
pen pal thing from
Ooh,
prison.
See, you see, you get in my
Yeah, do the pen pal thing from prison.
Oh,
my
grooming them.
way.
Yeah.
You know, no, grooming smacks of like some young kid. What young kid's gonna look after me?
Oh, so you're gonna get someone who's older than you?
Sugar daddy smacks of like he's older. He's gonna
So how
take
are you
care of
gonna
me.
be- what
young
grade
kid's gonna
to?
take care of me?
In calligraphy?
I don't know. Your son's making some money
They're
nowadays.
What would
He's
you
gonna
do?
be there, naughty.
What would you do? That's
Older than
mine.
you.
What would you
Older
do?
than you, mummy.
Yes,
He'd be
whatever.
there, naughty.
There's bound to be some older person.
You'd have to send him pictures in black and white.
But I think they
They've got no libido. He's older. He's got no libido, so therefore he's not going to want that off me.
And you
Just
just
wants
want him
nice
to
young
go for a
thing.
prison bay?
Yeah, he might do.
Okay.
Because like I'm gonna be
Long
Grooming him.
true to him only for 3 years. At least. I'm not gonna mess him about for
I
3
think you
years.
need to shoot your shot like a little bit wide if you do. Like
Go
you
on
have to
then.
write to a few
What would you
people.
do?
Then I'll go with yours. Yeah.
No, Ria's like, oh damn, yeah,
Literally.
finessed it.
Yeah, I think you have to write to a few people. You can't just write to one. If we're going with your plan.
But could you go to your kids?
No,
Oh, okay.
Oh, why not?
so, like you can't. There's no like you got
That could put you
nothing.
up.
No,
So you burnt all bridges. You really have to start from day one. So I can start from day one, 3 years. Well, 6 years. 3 years in, 3 years on the
Would you
street.
do 6 years
and then
instead?
or do 12. So it's like double.
Oh,
is it
yeah.
12
12
years.
years.
But then
Oh.
you get everything after those
Yeah.
12 years. Oh, I feel like I've done this wrong as well because it's supposed to be the
No, you
same
haven't
amount
done
of
it wrong.
time.
Doesn't matter. 12 years, 6
Oh,
years,
yeah.
3
No,
years.
yeah, 6 years in.
What would you do?
I think I would maybe.
Well, 3 years would make it worthwhile. If you got to do 6,
That's what I'm saying. So I
then
think it's supposed
you
to
know,
be 6
like you're gonna
years
probably say,
in
well, you
jail,
know what, I've
and
done
you
6,
get
I'll do
out,
12.
and then you get 6. But it would have to be
because
done
if I
for
get
3 years.
sentenced to 12, I might only do 6.
Oh shit!
No, you're
The
actually
legal
gonna do
system.
12.
See, these are the holes we've got in this system.
So if I get sentenced to 12,
Well, if
I might
it's
only do
now,
6.
you'd only have to do
Yeah.
40%.
Do you think you'd be in jail with just on good behaviour? I feel like dating.
I'd be a good
You know,
girl.
Riots coming to the thing. You're right. Yeah, I just had to pop this girl in her lip because I don't know who.
Honestly, sometimes you need to fight, and so if I need to fight, then I'd fight. There's no doubt about that. Cause
so you would do the
currently
12 because at least you get a
set
house.
it in stone that you had to be fucked with, so that just might need to happen from day one.
I feel like
Even if you've done the 3 years.
Disclaimer.
Even if I've done the 3 years, I've got to survive the 3 years.
You have to go down
No,
that
you're
road.
going to survive the
Rio is
3
not one
years.
to be fucked with.
They are going to let you survive the 3 years because they want you out. That's the condition, isn't it?
Okay.
There was nothing about conditions of that.
Anyway.
I feel like I'd just do my time. Because this whole 3 years on the streets, like, at least if I'm in jail, it's the devil's I know, innit? Like, I'm getting
food
fed.
and everything.
Like, there's a lot of elements I'll have to tackle, like, for this 3 years on the streets. Like, okay, at least the 3 years in jail is cool, but then it's the 3 years on the streets, and I've got no thingy of getting food. It just opens me up to, I think, more harm than being in jail. At least in jail, I can still contact people and say, oh, can I do that?
Yeah, because you do whatever
so I
it
can
is.
still contact
in
people
jail.
and I can still holler at my people. I can still get a little visit.
Get my house ready, I'm nearly home.
I could probably get a spliff or whatever to pass the time away. Like, literally, I'm just thinking realistically, time need to pass. I could get some books that educate me and shit.
True.
I could watch telly.
Riots like, this sounds like a nice vacation.
What about you?
I think I might just do this. And then I'll come out and get a house. So yeah.
And money
and a job and
a job
everything
and all the
else.
rest.
Yeah, it would depend for me very much an age thing. E.g., if I'm older, then I'm definitely taking the 12 years because I don't see like
You're going to last on the street.
no, I'm not at all. Because as much as, you know, maybe in my head I want to bust it open, like I just come through weekly affair. My body is like, nah, man. Nah, fam, it's not about it. Do you know what I mean? So, as much as I may be on the street like, ooh, but just pretty whooping me, and then we'll do a thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Actually, I saw this woman who looked like a complete crackhead. I'm so sorry to say, but she looked like a crackhead. She was sitting in this doorway, but her hair was lovely. I was like, what? How have you got time? This is what I'm saying. Like, things are just getting out of hand. But anyway, yeah, put me in there for 12 years. I wouldn't last a day in jail. Like, immediately, I'd say, yeah, okay, judge, 12 years.
So
and then be on the door like, but then I know that they have to legally give me a bed and a toilet and food.
Not according to the moment.
And I may make homegirls, do you know what I mean? Rio's gonna be there to back it, so we got it. So, but then on the streets, I'm not made for it. I can't even camp.
Actually,
So
I can't camp
day one, and they say, okay, like even with a plan, do you know what I mean? I've walked out in there and I have nothing, and like say you just like it's not even in Brum. Say it's not in Brum. They say like they put you left just in like Southampton or something or Hull.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
If you're better if it's in Southampton or something, because at least nobody will know me.
I'll be like,
shit, nobody will see the come down, literally.
No, like
Jackie, is that you?
is that you pushing a challenge?
yeah. At least because some guy would probably think, she looks alright in that outfit.
You'd be on crack in the next 2 months.
That would be
You see
good.
mommy in the corner
With the
with your hair looks
quickness.
like.
I know. Your braids look nice.
I'd say like, and you just put me into what is it that to get out of drugs.
Oh, rehab.
Rehab. Put me in rehab for three years time.
Mum
You
is
know.
Have you seen all the crackheads on the traffic lights?
How many times have you stopped to give them money?
Loads of times actually.
many
I am
times.
like, I'm good about that.
No,
And that's
but
probably the reason,
You know what?
actually.
They keep like it keeps screwing me, yeah, because I always put change in the little cup holder. Then I see them at the lights, give them my change, and then go shopping. Have no money for trolley.
Yeah, I know. I've done that as well. But I think to myself, nah. The easiest thing, as far as I'm concerned, growing up in my age, is to become homeless. So I always have to
For anybody, yeah.
think twice about.
You're like a paycheck away
giving
with
somebody,
this cost of life business, you know.
So
Cost of life.
something
Not
that-
even living. Cost of
Yeah.
life.
Cost of life.
I think they need to
Don't
make
you
it a
see? I just
charity.
said black people can't even fucking walk the streets now. We're
Yeah.
already like on the brink. Cost of
Can't see it.
lives.
So anyway, moving on quickly. And please don't hold it against me that I might actually
That
go
she
and get a
might
sugar
bust it
mommy.
open.
We're gonna do
It's a much.
It's much. And I'll probably, what should I start?
No, I'll start.
Okay then.
Oh, you ready?
She's really, I mean, this week, considering you
Okay.
didn't have one a minute ago.
How much is the average
You can't see it.
annual salary in the UK?
Average.
Can you just stop
Oh, sorry.
telling me?
Like for a monthly average.
No, annual salary.
Annual
That's a year
salary.
in the UK.
A year.
How much?
Is it annual? Sorry. I would say, because they keep saying like, oh, it's 25,000, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would say the average salary in England is about 17,000.
Oh, you think that low?
Yeah,
17,000.
yeah, that's
think
about the
that's like a
average. I
part-time
would say
wage.
I feel like that's
Nah,
like
that's average.
you're outside.
You're lucky.
Begging for money.
Well, it's still average. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying though. It's not probably that much higher. I would say per annum.
This is all over the UK.
Yeah,
honestly.
I would
So
say I'm
London
thinking
is
like
quite high.
teachers, policemen, like they're all around the same. Like if you was thinking like along them type of supermarket wages.
So
would
when
probably
I'm
be
saying
around the 17.
average, imagine like there's people
Everybody.
in London what they're getting paid.
Yeah.
in
I
regards
know what
to
you mean.
farmer
But
job.
I'm saying that's probably
You know, I think farmer
lower than the whole of the UK.
Yeah.
Like the people that are earning high wages in London, that's like the elite in terms of wages. Like they're on the high tax bracket. I don't think that the majority of
Yeah,
England
well, we're talking
and Wales-
average, not
average. That's
like,
what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
average. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what my thinking is
Okay.
what I'm saying. I would say average would be around 26.5k
Okay.
a year.
Ria's obviously closer because I don't know where you're going with 17,000, Mum.
I
Everyone
bet
would
you
be
burn
just
it,
going
mate,
back
that's it.
to farming. We would have to go
Not
back
in
to
shopping.
farming. Mum, please.
Oh, it's all right.
Farming.
No.
So what is it then?
34,963.
That's the
Yeah.
average.
That's the average.
But when you think of
I
cost
mean-
of living now, yeah, that's the average.
And
Yeah,
like,
but
they're
that's
saying
including
that this
who?
is including
Doctors?
London. No, but they don't
No,
get
this is-
paid
yeah,
more.
they don't.
They don't get paid that much more.
Yeah,
They only
I
get
know.
paid like a levy.
The people
on
that are
top.
making money is like the
Yeah.
bankers, the stock exchange.
Yeah, and they don't
it's
leave
all in
really,
that type
like
of,
their income is probably not getting looked at within the UK as well because the money isn't staying in the UK.
It's true as well.
So this is ranging from 44,370, and that's London, to like the northeast, which they're saying is around 31. Too, which if you think about it is still really shittily low, because if you was to then go and say go for a mortgage,
3 times your
and it's
earning.
up to 4 if you have good
Yeah.
credit is 136 grand.
And where are you going to
And
buy a
there is
house
nowhere
anywhere?
where
A good house.
Where-
You
You know what I mean?
could barely get a flat, I think,
Yeah.
for that to buy.
And London, I mean, like, really? 3 times 34,000?
yeah,
So
literally.
average is like only 100 and something as well. And their house is verging on $1 million for a little squat.
For a box?
Yeah. I saw somebody put their hand out like that in this property, and they were hitting the both walls
I
of
saw
their
one
house.
that they took a picture and the whole flat you could see in the one picture.
Yeah.
Like the toilet was by the bed,
Yeah.
like it was the wardrobe
And
was
that was
like
London?
literally there. Yeah, in London. It's ridiculous.
And then the worst thing is, on top of that, then if you say the average is 34,000, if you decide to have a kid, your childcare is half that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It doesn't equate. That's the whole.
It does make
living
no
thing.
sense.
It hasn't risen with inflation, basically. Which is not.
And then what's it? And then as we said last week or the week before, they have capped childcare. I mean, child benefit. So even if you are dallying on 34,000 a year, you're still going to have to pay extra. There's only 2 of your children that's going to get any money from
I think they scrap that though,
to help you. No, they actually suspended seven people for actually voting against it.
Oh, okay. What runs your? How much?
I'll go next then. It's how much?
It's how much?
It's how much? So, on a similar vein, mine was on a kind of cost of lives type one as well. How much?
Oh shit!
For a large fish and chips?
Fish and chips. $6.75.
Because that's what they're all saying. What's British? So let's get some fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
How much is it for a large fish and chips? Maybe this is why they're
Hold
selling.
Hold on a minute. And who's selling those fish and chips?
Who's selling the fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
Muslims.
Yes. Fish
and chips.
You know.
So how much? How much do you think?
I would say
Go on, get a
Are we talking fish and chips
and
or
some
with
cockles in a tin.
Go on.
Oh yeah.
Throw in a cheeky
Mussels
onion
and
rings.
cockles.
Stop
And a
this madness.
battered saveloy, bat sausage.
Are we talking fish and chips only?
I'm talking a cod and chips, not
Okay.
like that.
A large
fake
cod
one.
I would say at the
Cod and
moment
chips, large cod
in
and chips.
Birmingham, I would say
It's in
it
Birmingham,
is
yeah.
probably about £7 at the moment.
What do you think?
Actually, I'm gonna have
Because
to
I know
up
chips
it.
is about
I'm gonna have
£1.
to up it to £12, and the reason why
Just
that
fish
is
and
love-
chips?
Yeah,
Fish
fish
and
and
chips,
chips,
a
which she said a large.
In
right?
Birmingham.
I did step your lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did step.
Yeah, it ain't
You
your
don't
free
give
bob.
quantities,
It
but I
ain't your
gave
free bob as it
quantities.
was back in the day, no.
Shut up. Cheeky son.
Saveloy you could probably get for a bit,
No, I
like
don't
free
think so.
bob. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Want a bit of
I'm gonna
sausage?
Anything with a bit of meat.
Huh? What did you say?
£12.
£12. Okay.
And if
so...
you get it delivered on Uber Eats, £26
I
flat.
know, literally.
You know, why-
Baggage free,
Oh my
handling free.
God.
It's gonna be 2 hours late.
They take the piss. I don't know how you spend your money on these people.
Every day, I don't know.
Every day. Oh Lord.
Come on.
Okay, the answer is goes to Risha, £11.90.
Wow.
A large fish and
Fish and chips.
Can you imagine?
Ooh,
I used to
with
love
a bit
fish
of
and
peas,
chips as
a bit of
well.
mushy
I used to
peas.
like when
Never
I
peas.
No, I don't like mushy
Fish and
peas.
chips.
Don't like
I
the
don't like
mushy,
mushy
don't like the mushy peas.
No, but they love it.
No, not for me.
No,
mushy
No
peas.
mushy peas for me.
no mushy peas.
But
But
yeah,
that
I
is
used to love a
expensive.
fish and chips, and then when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, how much would that be? £11.90. I couldn't freaking get my hat on.
And
But you did
that,
say large.
in your family,
That who gets
would be
a
a
little
meal
fish and chips?
for
Who
not
wants
that
tiny
would
little fish and
be
chips?
£100.
Okay.
That's my point. Exactly.
It's how much? This is an engagement ring.
Ooh.
$79.99.
What's the specifications?
9 carat.
9 carat.
All
and
of
what's
them
the
are 9
diamonds?
carat.
No, I'm not going into all that.
No, you
it's an
need to tell
engagement
me.
ring.
We need to
And it
know.
is got- it
Where
has
is
got
from then? This could be
certification.
from Argos.
I don't
Is it-
care
is it
where it's
cubic?
from.
Well, it
Is it
makes a
zirconia?
difference.
I
Is it
says
cubic
it's an
zirconia?
engagement ring.
Is it
Yeah.
cubic
How much-
zirconia?
Is it diamond?
How much
Are they
is it?
real? I'm
Basically, the question we're asking is, would we say
No,
yes
you can't
or no?
have all the details. Come
No,
on.
If I
If
put my
someone
magnifying
gave-
glass on,
If
is it
someone
gonna-
gave you,
It's gonna say 9 carats
let me ask,
gold.
That's it.
if someone gave you that ring, would you say yes or no?
$7.99.
Knowing what you know about that ring, would you say
It's
yes or no?
how much?
$7.99.
Absolutely, $74.99.
Hold on.
It looks fake.
You said it's not
Just for the gold. It's gonna be just for the gold.
Because she's not saying anything about the diamonds. If they're not diamonds, are they, Mum?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Engagement ring,
You
she
have to
says.
find the specification.
You don't. I didn't ask
You'll
you
be
where
wrong.
your
Yes, I love
card, where your
gold
card's
ring.
coming from.
Yes. Yes, we did. I told you, Birmingham, from the Birmingham Canal. That's where it came from.
Oh dear.
That's how much?
I said I'm gonna go 70. Well, for the gold.
I'm gonna go £25.
Listen, if you're coming
Okay.
into the little thingy, if you come, wait, hold on. If I'm coming in to little, was it where the sell my gold? You're getting £74 for that, love.
You think so?
Yeah, just for the gold, because I know what these people are like. Sold to.
Well, Ria's right. $24.95.
Yes, I told you. I know gold, man. Literally.
Oh, she does know gold.
Yeah.
$24.95.
If those ain't diamonds,
Yeah, no diamonds.
it's funny. Yes.
It's
How much?
So moving on
Well done,
quickly
ladies.
again.
Fire round.
What's next?
Hey to congratulate.
Also, did someone do a riddle?
Oh,
I
no, that
did.
was yours?
Actually,
that was
I
mine.
did. But can I just can I just have a little review on Spent? Because like we did actually watch
Oh,
it
was that not your congratulate?
collectively. No.
I thought that was your
No.
Oh, right. Oh, you just put a little segment in there, mother.
Yeah, weird.
All right. Go on then.
Recommendation.
Spent.
Well, actually, I thought she
Jackie's
was
recommendations.
it was pretty good.
Jackie's recommendation.
No, it was Risha's
It was
recommendation.
mine. You didn't say that.
And
I recommended to watch it, but
Ria recommended you to watch it. Well, we'll say and it's on a TV program. It is Michelle
Spent Michelle de Swartz.
and it was quite interesting actually. It hasn't finished yet on television.
I think it
But,
has.
it was
6 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah.
no, it was finished this week then because it was on this week.
Oh, it
I
came
think
on.
it's just
Yeah.
playing on TV then.
So it's playing.
no, but I think. Did you watch
Okay,
it
so
on
if we're
iPad?
saying
Did you watch it on
congratulate or hate or congratulate,
No, you've just said it's-
congratulate her
Oh my
on
lord.
the fact that she did produce it herself.
But
You know what I mean? And it was
She
worthy
starred,
of a
acted in
Yeah,
it,
so-
and wrote it, didn't she?
yeah. You know, there might be a series 2, and it was worth watching. You know what I mean? Like I did think like 38, and you're still
There was
trying to
some
model
questionable
yourself.
behaviour
You know what I mean?
going on in it.
That was a bit.
yeah.
But there
Yeah.
were parts where I was just like, oh, that's so relatable. So yeah, like
Yeah.
there was parts that like it wasn't my usual viewing, I've got to say, like but watching it in its entirety, I did find it funny. I think it is probably like a little bit of a builder, one of them.
Yeah,
I gotta
Because
be
I feel
honest.
like
I
there's
didn't
still
like
yeah.
it.
you didn't.
Yeah.
No. I like.
Was it
think it just-
raunchy enough for you?
No, because it was. that was in there as
I think it
well.
was raunchy.
Oh, it had like sex scenes in
It was
it.
nothing like
Sex scenes
what
in there.
you told me to watch.
It's not insecure or
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, I just have a much varied opinion of different shows to you guys.
Yeah,
I think.
for real.
But yeah,
But
no, I just
yeah,
think that
I
it was
thought
a,
that
all right.
it
Thank
was a
you very
good
much.
shot.
I was just going
I
to
might
say,
congratulate.
I was just gonna literally just say that I thought that I obviously, like with everything else, that you've made it, you've done it. I just think that what it was about in terms of the fashion industry and stuff like that, I think
Really?
those parts came more at the end, but then I didn't really understand where it was going at the beginning. Like what
That's
was
what I mean. It
what
was too
the
long
point?
building.
Yeah, sort of thing. Like, what was the point of me knowing about you? Because also I find it hard when like the protagonist isn't likable as a character at the beginning, and there's no turnaround moment for me. Like I liked her dad more than
Oh, I loved
her as a character.
Maybe that's what it was. I liked the cast in general. Like, I don't know. Like, it was. I know exactly what you're saying, Mish. Most definitely. There was something that was stilt in it. Like, it was like you never felt fully
Engrossed.
comfortable in it. Like, just like riding
and it did make, there was parts where I just felt uneasy. I don't
That's
know
what
why
I mean.
it was.
Yeah, that's what I
Which
mean.
obviously, if that's
Yeah.
what she was trying to do, then
Yeah.
like she's hit it, and like I said, like for some.
I just kept thinking, like, why don't you just go and get a job?
I know, Mummy did crap me.
Do you know what I mean? Like, get a job. You're 38 years old. Why are you
But
still...
she doesn't know how to get a job.
You know what I
think that
mean?
was
But
the
it's
point.
also then like those footballers. Then
You live in
it's
a
like
life that
you've
you
got a
can't
certain
attain.
lifestyle from a
Yeah.
certain age.
But it's not like
And
she was
then
world known
You're not that
or
person
anything.
anymore.
But
She
she
was
probably
no
was well known
Naomi
in
Campbell,
her
was
world.
she?
That's what I'm saying. She went to LA in it.
Yeah, but she came from New York. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, Naomi Campbell over here anymore. So it's like, get a job. You know what I mean?
From the
Get
time
that
you want
supermarket.
tampons and you're happy about it.
You know, you see,
shit's
yeah,
gone downhill.
yeah, exactly. So anyway,
yeah. But now, yeah, as you said, congratulations on the fact that
yeah,
you're
actually producing,
writing and
wrote
getting
it,
out,
produced it,
yeah,
and got it,
starring in it.
you know,
so,
got
yeah.
it produced.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's great that we're getting some things out of there that we
Yeah.
don't have to support just because they're black as well. So like
Yeah.
they're just so diverse of a
Yeah.
thingy. There's black people over there, and you know, there's some things that you're not gonna enjoy, but you've got options now. We don't all
Yeah,
have to
you
just be
know.
watching Fresh Prince, like,
Exactly.
and laughing at the racism.
Carry on. So, hates and congratulate.
And congratulate. Have you got a hate and congratulate, Reish?
So was that your hate and correct?
I'll have it as a congratulate then.
Well, you don't have to. If you have
Yeah,
something to
carry on.
talk on,
I
come
was
on.
thinking something else. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Carry on.
Okay, well, if it comes
Moving
back
on,
to you, then you can always
yeah.
add it on at the end.
Maybe
Reish,
and
you've got a hate and congratulate, or a hate or a congratulate. or
I
both,
have one a hate. I hate these people parking on the side of my road.
you know, it's getting a bit much.
ridiculous, isn't it?
I hate it. They park just on the corner.
Yeah.
Why you like this? Why are you so
I
inconsiderate?
thought it was somebody in your house.
I don't care
They were
about
parked
you
so
and your
inconsiderately.
kids. Like, there's wherever you live, park outside of that, but you don't live here. I know that because I live here. Can you just move your car? It's jarring that I have a window that I just don't open because it's aesthetically unpleasing to me to have to look out at you and your woman spawning up in the car. I'm not even going to question where the kids are because I know you got kids. Do you know why? Because you're parking outside my yard. It's bugging. It's really bugging. Like, I generally don't feel like it's it's what's mine is mine. I am more than happy to share and I'm very open to, you know, if I've got it to give, I'll give it. Do you know what I mean? However, can you be considerate of what people are putting in and then taking out? Because if I'm being well-mannered and I'm bringing more to the table than you, then the least you could be doing is can be considerate of what I'm bringing to the table. Do you get what I mean? Because then it puts more... Anyway.
You probably need to get in touch with environmental health, actually.
I just don't.
Because like they are going to make it illegal to be parking on
I've
the
already
corners
asked them to put it
and
on
the pavements.
I've already
and things
asked them
like
to
that.
paint it yellow like many times, which is inconvenient for me as well because obviously when my family comes, then they're going to be running up a ticket or whatever.
Sure, okay.
We just keep running it back and forth between the two cars.
Like, no, it's my mum
It covers
parking on the
both.
corner everywhere.
That's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
As long as it's
take
somebody
that.
you
I
know.
don't mind if it's someone I know.
But they
Do you
are
know
going
what
to
I mean?
make
It's
it
just
legal
rude.
for people to park on the pavements eventually. This is
Illegal.
well, that was the Conservative take on it.
But
It says like it's because there's loads of people that with prams and things like that can't get past.
I'm seeing Larry down
and
the
it's
road.
also like
His
the
name's like
fumes coming
He's in
from
his-
going through your
he's
window.
his
That's what
one-
I'm saying.
he's on
You could
his moped
environmental
thing.
healthy because you
Yeah,
got
it's
fumes. If you
jarring.
open your window, you got you know. I mean, like you can't park outside a nursery, you know, because of the fumes and things like that. And that is the same in schools for the same reason because like there's fumes and it's making children unhealthy. So you do have a case. If you want to phone the environmental.
The only other alternative was that I was going to ask them, can you put a drop curve there
And
and
they
then
should
make
do
this
it.
into a whole drive?
Yeah.
And then they would be able to park there because I'd always have to be using my... I need access for this 24/7. But that's part of what I'm saying in the sense of I don't want to go down that route. I just want you guys to be more considerate. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's where I feel like as working together as a community, you got to be considerate of what
I don't
other
understand
the
why
people
they've got
who are
all
living
that
around
green
you.
grass out there instead of making parking. I don't understand that at all.
But
Doesn't
then,
make sense to
on
have
the
the
other
whole lot of
side,
it.
me
You
congratulate
congratulate.
Cliff Lakes. Boy, like I said, this is what I was mentioning earlier, which almost broke me. But boy, I know, but it was a good time. It was a whale of a time. Obviously, I'm gonna have to congratulate my niece and my / nephews as well, because my God, I had a week. It was really, really good. It was a good time out. Like I said, I think maybe if I had hit like 23, 26, that might have been a bit more prime. I might have been a bit more agile. No, I wouldn't, because I would have been still scared. But yeah, no, it was a really good time. Really good day out. It was like £23. You go there, you get a wetsuit, like you get like 90 minutes. Obviously you need to learn how to swim or know how to swim.
But if you've got a buoyer on, one of those...
you generally need to know how to swim. I think someone may have.
I tried.
Yeah, let me not even take the congratulate. But yeah, if you don't know how to swim, learn how to swim. It's like a big wipeout.
What area is it in?
It was far as hell.
Devon?
1 hour 30 minutes away. That's the location. That's the.
And yours is?
Mine is well, it was sort of like a hate spin congratulate. So obviously the Olympics started, boycotting the Olympics this year just simply because they were allowing Israel. Can I speak?
Sorry, carry on.
So I was boycotting the Olympics this year because they allowed Israel to take part, and obviously with the ongoing genocide that's going on in Palestine, I just feel like that's just a liberty. So I think it's just France showing their stance on where they are with this whole Islamophobia, because they were sort of banning hijabs as well, which I was just like, okay, they're really putting it out there. So yeah, I was banning I was boycotting the Olympics for that, and it kind of broke my heart because I usually love the gymnastics and the athletics, so that was my little solidarity there. But I did see through the grapevine, and I've got to get his name, that happy Jamaican Independence Day, by the way. So I'm not sure how you say his name, but I think it's Roger Stoner. So he was the first Jamaican to win gold in the discus.
Look at this piece of paper.
My phone is here. Okay. Yes, paper. You know this new fandangle thing.
Made it really loud.
This is what she's laughing at, guys.
Paper and pen.
Paper.
It's paper and pen.
So he was the first athlete outside of Europe to win, and the first Jamaican man to win the discus. And not only that, he set an Olympic record of 70 meters. His throw was. Yeah. So congratulations to Roger. I hope I'm saying your name right, Roger Stoner. And happy Jamaican Independence Day, guys.
Well, my hate on actually going back on that, which I didn't feel to mention, was the what's it? Can I
just add on from Ria's thing? Bean said that he wants to do the high bar.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, bless him.
So we were going
through
all of the different things. Yeah. So it's watching the swimming, the high bar, the floor routine, that little donkey one. You know the
horse.
The horse one. And he was like, high bar. Yeah. Lock that in.
Okay. Sorry, getting into one of them little.
Well, actually, as I say, I did mean to mention it. The hate on the whole Olympics was that they ridiculed Jesus's Last Supper. Not a good look.
Who?
Do you know what I mean? Paris.
How?
They
ridiculed that as the opening ceremony. They had trans as the opening supper, and a child that was looking up into a man's ballsack And it's not funny, actually.
No, I'm sorry.
And
Horsack is always funny.
it's not. It wasn't funny at all. And
in what context do you say?
And the rebuttal of all that was that the rebuttal of all that was that Paris was put in darkness straight after it as well. God doesn't sleep.
I've got to sleep.
Do you know what I mean? God don't sleep, so don't mess about with God. Do you know what I mean? And if that was an Islamic opening ceremony that was ridiculed, it would be a whole different matter.
I'm surprised that France would allow even that, to be honest.
Exactly, that was really bad. I don't know how you didn't see
and
that.
they were on about a hijab, and they're freaking doing
and they
the
ridiculed the Last Supper.
But aren't they known for that Charlie Hebdo thing? Wasn't they the ones that mocked those were Parisians.
Yeah, exactly. What did they do?
That drew the Prophet Muhammad, and they
got into trouble for that. Exactly, and they thought that was
so
okay.
So they're known for it. So they were ridiculing.
Not supposed to what?
You're not supposed to draw the Prophet Muhammad.
Exactly.
Did they know what he looks like?
Well, no, that's the point. Like, they're not supposed. Like,
he was
it's not supposed to be haram in it to depict him, and they know that. Do you know what I mean? So they've done some kind of cartoon,
and that was back in the day, and they went wild.
And then there was some big,
terrorist. Like, they were giving.
So they know what they're doing. They're inciting,
and that's what I'm saying.
So it was an actual guy.
Yeah, of course he was.
Same like Jesus.
Yeah.
They're all actual people that live.
Jesus was far. I am.
But then also the way they depict Jesus is of a white man as well. So then, what's Muhammad look like?
It doesn't really. Muhammad is an Asian, but I'm saying it doesn't matter if you depict Jesus as a white man, a black man, or whatever. It doesn't matter as far as
the point is they were mocking.
The point is that. You're mocking.
So this was the opening ceremony.
The opening ceremony.
I thought it was the load of. That was they said Beijing. They needed to bring back the Beijing one because that one looks sick.
So,
but
that was really.
I missed that one. So thanks for adding that in.
And I definitely wouldn't.
I came off Instagram as well. Sorry.
But also,
when was this? Because she was only put up.
Also, but the good thing about was
the same thing. Was it there?
Just yesterday.
No. So I think I came off and then I went back on.
So it's not deactivated, you're just not.
No, quite honestly, the honest truth is that I came off, went back on because I was on the toilet for a rather long time. And it was
like, I am bored as hell. Like, where is the entertainment?
I've been here like a quarter of an hour.
What is this now?
So yeah, I went back up. But I came
so that was what's it?
That is it was meant to represent Greek gods during a banquet according to organisers.
But everybody knows what
deja vu all over again.
Oh yeah, right. So anyway, that was that, and they should be ashamed. But I did think that congratulations to the young girl that overcome
Simone Biles. I did see that.
All the
things. I saw her do that shade to that girl as well, which was quite funny. Because some girl says, they're all lazy and blah blah blah. That's why the American gymnasts will never win. And she was like, we did well for some lazy blah blah blah, and used all the adjectives basically that she used with them winning gold. So yeah, well done to America and Simone.
So moving on to
what?
The riddle.
Oh, riddle.
What can go up a chimney?
Sorry, because when I edit it, all you're gonna hear is this hysterical laughter in the background. It's not gonna sound like. Okay, ready? Go. So
the riddle for this week is.
I can't see anything.
Oh Lord, is that Mummy's one?
What can go up a chimney, down,
Santa,
but can't go down a chimney up?
Say this again.
What can go up a chimney down, but can't go down a chimney up?
Oh,
I don't understand that one.
Oh. Well, it's not bank.
Like and subscribe. Oh, thanks for our new subscribers as well, by the way. Thank you.
Well done for not commenting.
Well done for not commenting. Like and subscribe.